Good morning and welcome to a new episode of At Your Service. I'm Karen Graves, Communications Director, and beside me is Service Director Chris Moore.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You?
I'm doing pretty good. I think it's safe to say that it's finally fall.
I think so. I gave my furnace a little bump this weekend just to make sure. Turned it off once I realized it was working okay, but I didn't want to have an emergency later this week. So
True. I'm going to have a service on my furnace here in I think next week actually, but it's just nice. The air is crisp. What is your favorite season?
That's a great question. I'm a big fan of winter.
You really?
Yeah, just because of, what we by the nature of what we do here at the city in my world, the winter is so active. You have ice storms, you can have nasty thunderstorms, you have snow, you have water main breaks. It is, the winter can be a really active time for us.
Okay.
People talk about you get into this long drawn out, dark, dreary winter.
Yes.
And we're hopping.
But you're hopping.
We're hopping. Yeah.
You like the activity.
Yeah. No,
Right.
it is great.
I'm a summer. I'm kind of missing it already, but I'm going to go with the flow. I will say I am a little disappointed that we're not having a colorful fall.
Mm-hmm.
It's, we're getting into that season where I think this weekend I maybe saw some color coming through, but it's about time for those leaves to drop.
Yeah, it is getting close. I have a feeling we're going to see them start to drop really, really fast, real soon.
In quick succession.
Yeah.
So that's why we're here today. We're here to talk about the Bag Leaf Program.
Okay.
So what is the Bag Leaf Program?
So this is a program we've been doing for decades here in Springfield where residents are encouraged to, if they want to get rid of their leaves, they can bag them up, set them out to the curb, and there are 2 days in the fall that we will come around and do really a one morning, Saturday morning blitz and get them all picked up in very short order.
All right. Well, there is the date. There are the dates for it, November the 8th and December the 6th.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about residents, what they need to do to prepare for bag leaf pickup.
Really, bag them up and get them to the curb before 6 a.m. on those specified dates. That is the big deal. And the before 6 a.m. is important because when the trucks start rolling, there will be upwards of 20 trucks hitting town all at one time. And there are times they can get this done between 6 and 10, 6 and 11. And they, not backtracking is a very important to their efficiency.
Gotcha. So let's talk about that a little bit. The
Mhm.
bags. This is the coolest part of the program, I think. When you mentioned it before and internally, I was blown away. You can literally use any bag.
Yep.
Grocery bag, paper bag,
Mm-hmm.
yard bag, but you don't have to go out and buy the yard bags.
No. You can just use normal trash bags. You don't need to go buy a fancy a bag marked for yard waste only. It just any bag works. What we do tell people is this is a leaf pickup program.
Okay.
It's not a brush pickup. It's not a grass pickup. It's bag leaves because when they're picked up, the leaves are all taken to a compost facility and composted as such. If the other stuff gets mixed in, then it causes some problems.
Nice. So they actually take them and compost them. That's really cool to know. Interesting. Is there a limit on how many bags you can set out?
No, we've had mountains of bags. It's really neat to see how many some folks will put out. And that's great. Put them out there.
So that's cool. So we have 2 dates. Again, we have November the 8th, December the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
You can participate on either or both.
Yes, both. It's encouraging because different trees lose leaves at different times.
Right.
For folks who still have pear trees, which we hope you don't, because unfortunately they're an invasive species, but pear trees lose them very late. There aren't many ash trees around anymore because of the emerald ash borer, but ash trees lose them very early. And, there are all sorts of trees in between, but, so that's why we have 2 dates kind of spread out. We still, December 6th it's a fine line. There are still trees that want to hold on to them. We have to be very mindful of not having bag leaf pickup. I remember one year it was on December 5th and we had a very nasty snow and had to push it back a week because the snow was so bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know that when I'm decorating for Christmas, I have that one tree by my house that it just won't drop. And it's
Mhm.
like drop so I can finish decorating outdoors. So it is very true. The leaves drop at different times. So it's nice that you have one pushing into early December. What if residents they miss a date or they have a tree that drops rather late? Is there other options? Do you have any recommendations?
Well, my recommendation to everyone is, to the extent possible, mulch your leaves.
Mulch
I have a
trees?
ton of trees and a ton of leaves, and I just mow, chop them up. The grass loves it. Chop them up
Oh,
good,
that's a good
and
idea.
yeah, I think I have bagged maybe 3 bags in my 15 years at my current house.
Okay.
I try to mow them up. If you, I mean, in some cases, and this will happen because we're trying to canvass the entire community. If we miss you, call us. We have our office of staff the day of bag leaf pickup.
Okay.
Call us. We can come take care of it. If you happen to set them out Friday and you're going to a football game Saturday morning and come home and they're still there, let us know. We can get them Monday or Tuesday. We have, we have the operation set up to
Sure.
handle that. But if you totally miss a date, compost facilities like CNS Compost, they will take these. PayGrow, there you can call us. We can connect you with places that will take the leaves.
Okay. So there are other options. Let's talk about why it's such a good benefit for the community.
Well, there are a ton of reasons. One, it keeps the storm sewers clear. The less leaves. I was out yesterday morning. There was a period yesterday morning of very intense rainfall.
Yes.
And there were a lot of areas where the road was holding more water than it should because there were leaves on the drains. So the less leaves we have in the drains, the better we are. There's a point where those leaves start to get into these sewer systems and want to clog those up. We don't want that. There have even been times where, and a year like this could be a good example, where we've had a pretty good dry spell and then you get a big rain. It will flush a big slug of leaves towards the wastewater treatment plant and cause problems there. So any leaves we can keep out, we want to keep out.
Okay.
Um, when they sit on the road,
Yes.
they cause the moisture to stay on the road. It's going to further deteriorate our roadways. If you look at areas that sit wet longer than others, those places deteriorate quicker. So if we can keep those leaves from being matted on the roadway, that helps a lot.
Interesting. And it just looks nice too.
It does.
Right?
It
So when
does.
everybody cleans up their yards, it just looks nice.
Absolutely.
So it's always a good thing. We want to keep our city beautiful. So are there any challenges that the crews have, like during pickup, things that maybe residents need to be aware of to kind of help out outside of having them in the bags, having them out there by 6 a.m.? What's helpful?
No, having them out by 6 a.m. is the big deal. And out means out like you would set your trash out, have them out in the green space in that area. We have cases where because we have a lot of people on the street that Saturday morning, making sure everything is getting taken care of. We have cases every year where we drive by a house and see that they have 30 bags of leaves stacked up nicely beside their garage. And we'll go knock on the door. Hey, can we help you get those to the curb?
Very nice.
But because, having them at the curb so those trucks can just be as efficient as possible.
Having them
Mhm.
having them bagged, having them out at 6 a.m. and having them at the curb.
Mhm.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah,
In any bag,
Yeah,
bag.
any bag.
So
Mhm.
it's pretty awesome.
No, we will have, there will be people that will do a bunch of little Kroger bags.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's a small property,
Sure.
someone who can't handle the big bags, and they
Yeah.
just they do a bunch of little Kroger bags.
And we all have those grocery bags. I
Right.
have they're just stuffed. I keep forgetting to take them back to recycle them. So I just think at some point I'm going to use them. So I get it. So well, this is awesome. I mean, this is just such an easy way to clean up your yard, get rid of those leaves, make your property look beautiful, save our storm sewers from flooding. And it's just easy peasy. 2 dates, November the 8th, December the 6th. If they miss one of those dates, got some extra leaves to call you at 937-525-5800.
That's us.
Is that it?
That is us.
And we have this information on our website as well. So if you go to springfieldohio.gov and you forget these dates, you can always go back to our homepage and they are listed. I mean, November 8th is coming up. It's just a couple weeks away. So I know that to your point, it rained heavily this weekend. I did get a lot of leaves that dropped at my house. So that's why I just have a feeling my next few weekends are going to be chosen for me. So I'm going to be raking leaves. And what a great program, though. It's just so easy. I just think it's a really smart, efficient way to run this program. I know that, some communities, they do have like those suction vacs, and those things can break down a lot. And it's just a lot to maintain. So I just think it's a really efficient and smart way that we do it here in our community. And we hope you take advantage of it. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I will always get my plug in when when it comes to your leaves. If you can mulch them, mulch them.
Yes.
It's good for everybody.
That is a really good point.
Mhm.
So, all right. Well, we hope that this was informational and good, and you'll see us next month when we talk about Thanksgiving.
Yes, yes. Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
I mean, it's coming, and
Yeah.
Chris has some good information about preparing your meals and not clogging those drains. So, I hope you come back and stay tuned for that. Until then, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.